This Icon podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.
Welcome back to another episode of the Icon Podcast. Special thanks to our sponsors, Sphere Rocket VA, for making it all possible. And Jermaine, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Of course. So let's get to know you a little better. Let's take it back to the beginning. Who are you? What market are you in now? How did you find yourself a real estate agent?
It's been a journey. So I started doing real estate. I got my license about 3.5 years ago. When I first got into real estate, I always wanted to get into real estate. The issue that was holding me back was I was a banker at Chase for about 3 years. Okay. And being at Chase, they wouldn't allow us to be real estate agents. It was a conflict of interest for the company.
Wow, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so I could never get into real estate. But one particular day, Chase fired me out of nowhere, and it opened up the door to finally get into real estate. So I decided to go ahead and go to real estate school, get my real estate license. Got into real estate, didn't know exactly what I was doing because it was brand new, fresh into real estate. I knew probably a little here and there from watching little TV shows about real estate. It was fresh for me. So when I first got into real estate, I decided to join a real estate team. So I joined a real estate team, and being on that team, it helped me to learn about the real estate business, to navigate through the business. It took me 6 months to close my first deal. My first year, I think I did 39 closes my first year. And I'm in the Metro Detroit area in Michigan. So I was working heavy with investors, heavy with first-time home buyers, and sellers here and there. So I started to build my name in the real estate business from the ground up. I kind of already had a name for myself here in Michigan because outside of real estate, I'm also a filmmaker. So I direct and produce films and stage plays. So I already had like a following on social media from just my film career. So I utilized my following from my film career and also my clientele from Chase and transitioned to real estate clients.
Sure. Yeah, that's awesome. So you had like a little Rolodex going, you were able to get into it. That's really cool, Jermaine. And sucks that you got let go from Chase. I've been in that position where it comes out of nowhere for literally no reason. You're like, cool, thanks. But, when one door closes, another one opens. You're obviously an Icon agent, so you're killing the game. But how did you find EXP, Jermaine? All those brokerages out there. There's a lot of benefits to EXP, but there's a lot of benefits being other places. So was EXP your first brokerage? Did you have to make that change? Give me that side of the story.
So no, my first brokerage was actually KW. So I was at Keller Williams my first year. Of course, most people like KW, you got the brand, got the name and everything. So I thought getting into real estate, getting behind a brand like Keller Williams is going to help my career. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it laid down the foundation for me to really help speed my career, but I feel like corporate America there. I feel like I was in a box there, and I wanted somewhere I can actually flourish my business to the next level. So when I was at Keller Williams, it was me and the guy that was on the same team together. I was the number 1 agent on the team. He was the number 2 agent on the team, and he was looking to leave and come over to EXP. And I was in the process of possibly leaving KW at the time anyway. So he was like, look, take a look at this model. Come over to EXP with me. You're going to love it. When I got a chance to really take a look at the model of the revenue share and hitting Icon, because I knew I had the capability of becoming an Icon agent when I seen the model. Because when I was at Keller Williams on the team, I capped my first 2 years there. So I'm like, I know I can do Icon over at EXP. So my goal was to get to EXP, hit Icon my first year there. My first year there, I hit Icon, and then I hit Icon again for the second time my cap just recently started over, actually June 1st. So now I'm going to be working on hitting icon for the third time. So that's what I'm working on setting up now.
Okay, awesome. Well, congratulations on that, Jermaine. That's really exciting. To be iconing that many times and to really be taking advantage of the things that EXP has to offer, collaboration, earning your cap back in stock, rev share. And now that you're over here at EXP, because you saw that icon model, you're like, I could do that. What have you really fallen in love with about EXP that maybe you didn't see at first when you were looking at making the transition?
So with me, I currently have a real estate team right now. I started my real estate team somewhat last year. Well, I fully started my real estate team last year, but I didn't know the whole full beneficial of having a real estate team with EXP. So recently, I just expanded my real estate team to the Georgia market. And EXP allows me to expand my team to other states without me being licensed in those states. As long as I have a licensed agent in that state, I can expand my team to those states. So I love that I can tap into other markets outside of Michigan and dominate that market without me actually physically being there, and also being able to get the benefits of actually running other markets as well without actually living there. So it was a win-win for me when it comes to with EXP. And then also one of my goals with my team is to hit mega icon. So that's what I'm focusing on now, because I'm like, I hit individual icon. So now I'm focused on building my team out to where we can hit mega icon with EXP.
Yeah, that would be super cool. That's a great goal to have, Jermaine. And, it's cool that EXP has these goals to offer. Like, hey, cool, you've hit this milestone, like challenge yourself a little bit more. So that's pretty exciting. And, you've been killing it at the game. So I'm sure you'll have no trouble leading your team to success there. And Jermaine, with being on a team and being so busy, how do you keep a work-life balance going, right? How do you chase, weighing out home life with work life and keeping a healthy balance going? Because being a realtor can be super demanding, right? It seems like you're on the clock 24/7. So where do you draw the line? How do you set boundaries? How do you take care of yourself?
I'm still struggling with that.
That's a common answer. That's okay. How are you working towards it?
I'm still struggling with that. It's like, because business is so high demanding, and then outside of real estate, I also have my film company. So I have two demanding careers. Like, I'm actually in the process right now of directing a movie, and we're supposed to be shooting a movie next month. So between me still building my team out, having my own personal business with my clientels on top of film, it's kind of hard. It's a challenge. So I'm really still trying to figure out the whole work-life balance thing, where I can, I think my downtime is normally at night, when everything's slowing down. Title companies close, mortgage companies close, the clients is resting and then chilling with their family. So my phone is not blowing up as much. So at nighttime, I try to take that time to just woosah and just get my mind together to prepare for the next day, because a lot of people don't know, real estate it's lucrative, but it can be stressful. It can take a toll on you if you allow it to. And that's why we have to find ways to navigate through it. So I've been trying to find a little balance here and there. I think it's more so at nighttime, where I can wind down a little bit, where I can just get my mind cleared up for the next day.
Right. Absolutely. No, that's awesome, Jermaine. And, being able to reset for the next day so that you are your best self, facing your clients and still putting in time into filmmaking. And that's incredible. It's tough to juggle, but it's so incredibly worth it, especially when you're, making the strides you are as an icon agent. You said 3 times now?
I'm aiming for my third one now. I just started my cap back over, so I'm aiming for my third one now.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. I am sure you'll hit that. It's going to be awesome. And speaking of the Icon Award, because that's why you're on the show. So about how many houses do you have to sell in your market to be able to hit Icon?
So here in Michigan, it can vary. So, I mean, once you cap, I think you cap at $2.6 or $2.7 million. And then afterwards, it can vary in between 20 to 30 closings afterwards. Because I do have a team, some of their closings, most of all of their closings count towards my cap, it count towards my icon as well, but it's only a percentage of it. Like if I was to only do it myself, it would be 20 houses at $250 per transaction in order to hit icon. But then I'm gonna get a small percentage off the agents on my team. I think last year it took me about, I want to say 28 or 29 deals after I cap in order for me to hit icon.
Sure.
It's a journey. I mean, because you have to cap, and then once you cap, you have to close X amount of deals after you cap just to hit icon. So they make it not easy to get, but it's attainable if you're more so focused on your business. And that's where I'm taking a step back for my business. Like this year, I've been really reevaluating my business because my first 3 years, one thing about me, I hate systems. I don't like systems. I don't like dealing with CRMs and things like that. So I took a step back to really try to focus on the back office things a little bit more as well. That way I'm not running my business like a hustle. So now I'm just trying to reevaluate some things in my business to benefit me and my team as well.
Absolutely. No, that's incredible, Jermaine. And, there are so many avenues you can take with EXP. Somebody once told me, because I was using the comparison, right? It's like drinking water out of a fire hose.
Mm-hmm.
But he kind of introduced a new explanation for it where EXP is like a cruise ship. Right. And there's so many amenities. There's so many activities that you can be doing, but some of them are happening at the same time. Right. At 9 a.m., you've got the all you can eat breakfast buffet or yoga on the front deck or, Bloody Mary bar over here. And so, you have to choose what is best fitted to your interests at that time. And obviously you've been hitting it hard with production and iconing, which is great. I mean, you earn your cap back. There's so much to be said about iconing, but at the same time, there are people out there that are hustling to build their downline. And they're making $8,000 to $9,000 a month just off of their downline because they spent so much time building that. Whereas, they may have not been earning that stock option with production because they didn't focus on iconing. And there's just so many routes to take with EXP, which is one of the best parts about it. But yeah, really stepping back and focusing on your business is, you just got to have that talk with yourself every couple of years, months, whatever that is.
Definitely. And that's the key. I'm starting to really recognize some things. And like you said, with EXP, they give you different ways you can make. And that was one of the biggest things. I'm like, EXP have a model where you can make money outside of just commission. Right. So there's ways you can make money through revenue share, through the stock. So, and that's the best thing. Like it can't get no better than that as an agent.
Absolutely. No, it's incredible the options you have here with EXP. And Jermaine, more than just the production when it comes to iconing, you also have to have that cultural commitment, giving back, whether you're mentoring, coaching, teaching an EXP world, vetting other icons. There's a ton of options. So what avenue did you take with that?
Mentoring. I do mentorship for brand new agents that's coming into EXP. That's fresh and that needs someone to guide them. And then I have my team where I mentor and coach them as well for them to be better agents to hit their goals and everything. So I try to make sure me as an individual agent, I'm studying as much as I can for myself in order to pour into other people. Because when I first started off doing real estate, one of the biggest things, even though I was on a team, my team leader provided a lot of leads for us, but he didn't coach, he didn't mentor. And it was a frustration for me as a new agent because I'm trying to figure out how to navigate through things. And I said, once I reach a certain point in my career, I don't want to be that person to other agents. I want to be able to coach and mentor them. So my agents on my team, they know they have full access to me where they can reach out to me. If they working on an offer, they have a question that they can call me or I can hop on Zoom with them or we can meet in person to go over different things. So I'm very big on mentorship and being able to coach other new agents that's trying to get where I'm at.
Right. Absolutely. That's awesome, Jermaine. And, that mentorship it's a big staple and what really makes EXP stand out. Because when you're done with real estate school, they don't even teach you how to write an offer letter.
Exactly.
Finding a mentor is so important, and for EXP to have that built in it's huge. It really makes all the difference.
Definitely, it does.
That's awesome. And Jermaine, coming from a mentorship aspect, I've got a question coming up for you after this very next one. So don't lose that train of thought just yet. But, as an icon agent, there's a lot of benefits that come with it. And so what part of iconing makes you say, man, I'd really like to do this again next year? You've got your eyes set on iconing for a third time. What's the biggest reason behind that?
Get my 16,000 back in stock.
Heck yeah, that's the most common answer. That's okay. Hello.
Get my 60 because it's basically like it's 100% commission for me. Because it's like at the end of the day, you see a lot of brokerage company that provides 100% commission to their agents, but they don't provide anything for those agents. They don't have the system. They don't have the training. They don't have everything that EXP offer for your agents. EXP offers a lot. If the 80-20 split is, that's nothing. And then to get that back in stocks is the best thing. And then right now it's the best time because stocks is low right now. So it's the best time to hit icon right now to get those stocks.
Yeah, absolutely. And, find another brokerage that gives you your cap back in any form.
Exactly.
You get a plaque, right? So to even have an opportunity to get it back in stock and it's multiplying and there's a lot of opportunity there, it's exciting. And EXP just continues to grow and now's the time.
Definitely. It is. Sure is.
And Jermaine, going back to that mentorship aspect, right? Let's put you in a scenario here where, you're my mentor. I'm a brand new real estate agent. And I come to you and I'm like, hey, Jermaine, thanks for having me on your team. Super excited to be here. I haven't even written an offer letter yet, but that shouldn't be important. I'm done with real estate school. So my goal this year is to icon. Getting your cap back looks really cool to me. That's my goal, right? And so I've had an icon refer to it as a come to Jesus talk. So what kind of come to Jesus are you going to have with me? Setting realistic expectations, realistic goals. How am I as a rookie going to get there? And where's the best place to start? Let's just have this talk.
As a new agent, I think most new agents, they see icon agents and they compare themselves to that agent. I always tell people, follow your own journey. It's gonna be a journey, but trust the process as well. Basically, as a new agent, the first thing agents need to really realize is reach out to your family and friends first. Those are the ones that's going to be closest to you. That's going to be trust you to make the biggest purchase or sale of their life. And then put your brand out there. Just start marketing and let people know that you're a brand, that you're a real estate agent. I think a lot of agents, they mess up where they approach real estate like the 9-to-5 mentality, where they feel like things going to come to them. But it's like, no, you got to push yourself out there. It wasn't an easy journey for me making that transition because I still had a brand and market myself and get people to trust me as an agent. I never forget one of my clients that I work with to this day. He was my second client. He was an investor from California, and he called me. He's like, I'm looking for an experienced agent to help me buy my first investment property in Detroit. So I told him, I said, look, I'm not going to lie. I'm a brand new agent, but I can help you navigate through things. And if I don't know an answer, I will find an answer. I think when you build that confidence within yourself, people are going to see that confidence within you and give you that shot, even as a brand new agent. And he basically I like your confidence. I like how your mentality. I like you're ready to hustle. Like, look, I want to work with you. And I've been working with him to this day. Like, me and him became really good friends. Like, I just talked to him a couple of days ago. And so he still buy and sell in Detroit very often. So just that alone helped me really establish my confidence. It's brand new agents. It's agents out here that I've done deals with at the beginning of my career. And they was like, I would have never thought you was a brand new agent, because what I did was I studied a lot. I read books. I watched real estate shows. Like $1 Million Listing was my go-to show to watch all the time. I watched how they move. I watched how they negotiate. I watched how they carry this with confidence in order for sellers and buyers to trust them to make the biggest purchase of their life. So doing little things like that, people might think it's little tedious things, But that will help you jumpstart your career and build that foundation for the future.
Absolutely. I love that. That's great advice. And, building those relationships, Jermaine, the fact that you're still working with that investor, as you're iconing now from a brand new agent to just killing the game. It's so cool. And that's one of the just most, most cherished things about this industry is those relationships you make, right? That's so exciting about it. And Jermaine, I'm coming up on my last question. This has been an awesome interview so far. And, when you were looking at switching from KW to EXP, I'm sure there were a lot of, emotions involved in that. You've got that sense of loyalty, that sense of like risk. And there's so much that goes into making that decision, but you saw the grass was greener. You probably listed out the pros and cons. You're like, this is what makes sense for me. This is what I have to do. And there may be some people watching right now that are on that same fence, right? And maybe they had their own boutique brokerage that they started or partners, or, they're really loyal to their current brokerage and their mentors there. So when it comes to making that switch and battling all the negatives out in the industry, right? Like it's a pyramid scheme, EXP is a cult. What would you have to say to somebody looking at making this switch, but they're on that fence, they're nervous?
The support system and within EXP was one of the biggest things that helped me make my decision. So the people that I signed up on, I'm up on a real estate collaboration here in Detroit. It's been the biggest support system of people that uplift and help each other. And then I have an amazing coach, Sherry Swift, who helped me navigate through a lot of my issues at the beginning of my career and helped change my mentality. So having a great coach and knowing that you got the support is going to help tremendously. EXP have a lot of support. Like we are big on helping other people and uplifting other people. Like so many different things you're probably not going to get from other brokerage companies that EXP does provide. I think a lot of people, they look at it as a pyramid scheme, but it's like EXP is giving you multiple ways to make money, multiple stream of income. And people have to look at that. In order for us to build generational wealth, it's going to take multiple streams of income. And EXP provides that. And also EXP provides basically a retirement program for us. Because if you look at us, we are individual agents. We are independent contractors, whereas we don't have a 401k. We don't have a retirement fund we can lean on later down the line. But EXP provides that for us in order for us to retire, and multiple ways to make money outside of just selling houses. You have the revenue share. Whereas say if you get sick and you feel like and you can't sell houses, you have your revenue share to fall back on, where you have other people selling houses. There's people out here making 6 figures a month off of this revenue share. So I think if people really take a look at the model and really and really get rid of the negativity, they can really strive and really prosper within a company. It's all about what you do as an individual agent, and you put in your work, but it's going to be worth it in the long run.
Absolutely. I agree with you wholeheartedly, Jermaine. I think it's been an awesome episode today. Is there anything you want to leave the listeners with as we wrap it up?
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you guys for having me. Just give EXP a shot. And if you have any other questions or anything, you want to look for a mentor, I'm here. You can reach me on Facebook, Instagram, Jermaine Golden, or under the Golden Realty team. That's about it.
I love that, Jermaine. Thank you for your time. Are you going to be at Shareholders?
This year, I'm not. I'm planning to be the EXP Con. This year, I'm not going to make Shareholders. I got so much going on with this film, so I can't. I can't do it.
It's tough. Well, I'll be at EXP Con, so be on the lookout for some fun events with me, and looking forward to meeting you in real life soon.
Likewise. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Jermaine. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.
This This Icon podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success, and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.